I'm vlogging because I am on a private road, guys, so this isn't illegal. I just wanted to show you the field. So I've gone through one gate from the car park, and there's this huge field that separates us to the next gate. Then you go through another field, and then there's another gate, and then another gate. So you're well and truly remote, which I absolutely love. Ava, good girl. So remote even that the screen doesn't, the map isn't even showing. I don't know why it's striping like that. Just have to keep getting in and out of the car. But it's so lovely. Right. There we go. Right, we're at the entrance, so this is the farmyard. I have to drive across. The smells of this farmyard, guys, are incredible. It just reminds me, I mean, Keegan hated it because it does smell of poo, but it reminds me of when I used to work on a farm. Anyway, better put the camera away now because we're about to get onto a proper road. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you've watched my unplugged video where I went on a retreat, this is the next day where I am now at mum and dad's with Ava. We're a bit reunited, Oscar. If any of you, some of you new people won't know, but Oscar's the family dog and he is my favourite dog in all the world. Aren't you? You're so cute. Anyway, we've not got many plans today, just chilling, relaxing. Mum's hanging out some washing down there. We're gonna go for coffee and just walk the dogs later, and just a nice peaceful day in the Hampshire countryside. Right, we've come to our favourite garden centre. We've both got a coffee each, and then this is a cherry scone with clotted cream and jam. So I was going to be good. We were going to be good, weren't we? We were going to have brunch, and then we said no.
Last time we didn't go to Joseph's.
Yeah. But then saw these, and also saw all the cakes, delicious cakes, and they all looked so good. But then I couldn't resist just a boring old scone. Just
like Dad.
I know.
It's his favourite cake.
He just likes a scone. Yeah. I love a good garden centre. Look at all these cakes. I love it. We've got jams over here. Oh, stunning. These are actually really clever. You saw them on the cakes over there in the tea room, where you put it on your desk with food, and not on your table with food, and it spins around. Got some nice English teas. Don't know why there's a Dorset biscuit selection. We're not even in Dorset, we're in Hampshire. This sounds so good. So while we're here at the garden centre, I need a big pot for my apple tree that I bought, that I vlogged the other day. See, my camera's so blurry, why is it? I need a new camera. Anyway, so I need a big pot so I can replant it, but I'm thinking of getting maybe a plastic one, because I want a really big one, and I don't want it to be heavy like these big ceramic ones. So, but I also don't want it to be ugly like that. Do you think? What have you got? Oh yeah, ones like these, because these are plastic. I mean, they're expensive. 40 quid.
Oh, look.
Oh yeah, that's a big industrial one.
45.
40. Is that expensive? I feel like that's expensive.
It's gonna last.
Yeah. I've gone for this one, a round one rather than a square one, but it's £40, which I think is expensive, but apparently that's normal for some plastic garden pots. Cool. We've come for a little walk after my scone. Mum was healthy and didn't have any. But you had the leftovers of the barbecue yesterday, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
That was honestly the nicest barbecue. Keegan said to me, because for my birthday in September, we've got everyone coming up to our house for a barbecue for the first time. And Keegan was like, oh, we've got to up our game if that's the sort of the barbecues your mum and dad do. Like, yeah.
Oh dear.
You do barbecues very well though.
Well, we like a barbecue. You've got to be a bit inventive, haven't you? Otherwise they entertain you. So.
Yeah, you've got to mix it up a bit.
Yeah.
And you do, which is good.
Oh, good.
It was very nice. But I'm now on a strict, it doesn't look like it because I've eaten a scone, but on a strict diet for the next 5 days at the very least, because I've eaten so much. So I'm just trying to claw back some of the progress that I've lost.
Healthy eating, not a diet.
Exactly, healthy eating. Mum's got a new piece of technology. She's got like a Ring doorbell thing where you can talk to the postman, and she's trying to talk to the Amazon delivery man.
I managed to talk to him.
Hello! Hello!
No, you put me on there.
I am gonna.
You haven't got my permission.
Yes, I do.
No, you haven't.
Old people with technology, it's so funny.
I managed to speak to the postman last week.
But you just can't do it again.
Can't do it now.
I'll try and have a look. I've never used one, but I'm sure I could do it in 2 seconds.
I'm sure you couldn't.
Come on.
Right.
Good boy. Good girl. Good boy, Oz. Go ahead. Good girl. Ooh. Dogs washed. They jumped in all the water. They're both very similar, unlike Ava and Fen. Ava and Oscar both love jumping in all the rivers, all the streams, all the mud, every single walk. Winter, summer, they have to be showered down. But in summer, we can do it outside, which is easier. The little holiday continues, guys. I'm on to leg 3. The final third leg of the trip. So obviously, if you haven't watched the other videos, I've spent 3 days doing a digital detox with Keegan in the countryside. Then I've had the last 24 hours with my mum and dad, which has been really, really lovely. And now I'm driving to London with Ava, who's next to me. I'm going to my house, which I cannot wait, and I'm excited. I'm seeing Lucy. We're going to spend the rest of the day together, and then I'm leaving Ava with her for the weekend. So I'm very excited for them to have some quality time together, because they haven't seen each other for 6 months. So yeah, I'm very, very much looking forward to that. But yeah, it's basically, I would have spent longer with my parents had I known how long I'm going to be staying in London for. Because initially I was just staying in London Friday to Sunday. And then I got a very exciting meeting that's happening in London on Monday. So I was like, okay, I'll just extend the stay. So going Friday to Monday. And then it turns out Keegan's got a photo shoot in London first thing on Tuesday morning. So he would have had to have booked a hotel. So I was like, well, why don't I just extend my hotel and then I'll just stay on in London a bit as well. So had I known initially that I was staying till Tuesday, I would have spent another day with mum and dad. But never mind, the hotel / apartment is booked. So it's a very exciting weekend. I get to see my friends. Keegan's gonna end up coming down. He was coming down Monday, but he said last night he might end up coming down Sunday, and he'll bring Fen. So we'll have Fen in the hotel with us. Ava will be with Lucy. The shame of it is, guys, it's raining, if you can't already see. It's horrible weather this weekend. I don't have an umbrella and I didn't bring a coat. So that's very annoying. And I wanted to spend some time outdoors. I want to walk around London. I want to go on a walk, on the walk I used to do every day with Ava, with Lucy. And I think we'll still do it, but I just need to like borrow a coat or something, or an umbrella at the very least. Guys, I'm in London officially. I am 4 miles away from my house. 21 minutes though, takes a while. I am so excited to be back. I'll be honest, guys, I haven't missed living in London. I haven't missed it at all. When people ask me about it, I'm like, oh, I miss Lucy and my house and living with Lucy and Ava and everything, but I don't miss London. But now 6 months in, it's like that started to hit me a bit, and I'm like, oh, I miss it. And do I wish I lived back here? No, I would much rather live with Keegan up north. Like, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. But it doesn't mean that I don't miss this place. Like, London is just one of my favorite places on earth, if not my absolute favorite place, and I forget how much I love it, because at times, being a Londoner, or probably being anywhere, you have a love-hate relationship. Like, there's been times I've hated London, hated the guts of it, and literally wanted to leave. But there's also, majority of the time, I just love it. Now that I'm back and I'm driving through like one of my local neighborhoods, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I've missed it. This feels like home. I'm so excited. I can't tell you how excited I am, but you know what? I'm also glad that I've left it 6 months, and I think I will keep leaving it like enough time for me to miss it, rather than keep coming back all the time and sort of being torn between 2 cities, because that's what I don't like. I don't want to feel torn or split between 2 places, because that is the whole reason why I moved up north in the end, was because I was like, I can't do long distance. I hate feeling torn between 2 places. So I'm glad I don't live here anymore, and I'm glad that these visits are still novel and new. But you know, Lucy's getting married in November, so you know, in another 6 months' time, Lucy won't even be living in this house anymore. She won't even be living in London. As far as I'm aware, I need a big catch up with Lucy, but as far as I'm aware, once she's married, she'll be moving away from London. And yeah. And luckily I'll be there to like help her through, because it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for Lucy as well, because I mean, she's been in London probably just as long as I have, and I know she's a social butterfly, so all her friends pretty much live in London, so at least because I've gone before, I can be patronising and be like, I know exactly what you're going through. I get to drive through Richmond Park as well coming this way. I'm in Richmond at the moment and I absolutely love Richmond. The thing I'm really concerned about though, guys, this is the first time I've been to London in my new car, in my BMW that's a lot bigger than my Mini. I mean, thank God, I wanted a bigger car than this even, and now I've got this one. I'm like, thank goodness I didn't, because, I mean, firstly, it's too expensive, but secondly, I can't even park this car. Like, I parked yesterday with Mum and I was like, look at my parking, and I was like almost diagonal across a bay. I thought I was dead straight, and I've said to her, I was like, I can't park this car. Like, I could park my Mini perfectly, and the thing about London is you need to parallel park. At least in a supermarket up north, I just bay park in little bays, whereas in London it's all parallel parking, like these cars next to me here, and I'm dreading getting there in 13 minutes because I'm like, how am I going to park this car? But it's going to be an experience, and I will vlog it for you. Let's hope I don't crash. I've arrived, guys. If I was in the Mini, I'd get in there. I would try there. I can't. This car's too big. Okay, I can park on the end. Thank God there's a space on the end, so I can just wiggle in. Guys, I know that with practice, I would be fine, because initially, even in the Mini, Mum told me to put my mirrors aiming at the floor, because then I can see the curb. That's a great tip, Debbie. I could get so much closer. That's just grass. But yeah, even in the Mini, I couldn't really parallel park, and it took practice. It took years of living in London to get used to doing it so quick, and in the end, literally in my Mini, I'd just be like and get in on a busy road, wedged in. This car, no hope in hell. Anyway, I was just vlogging for my members, giving them the inside gossip of how I actually feel being back in London. So I better get back to vlogging that. I was like, oh, I need to switch over to the main channel because I promised you guys I'd vlog parking, but it wasn't too bad. Here we go. I managed to get in. It wasn't too difficult in the end, but there were spaces down there, but I just didn't dare try. It's so weird, guys, because now I'm back. I'm instantly just like, yeah, this is normal. Like, it just feels normal. It doesn't, like, the excitement is still there, but it's like, it just feels completely normal, which is nice because it just shows I feel at home here, I reckon. I love it. Ava, do you recognize the smells? I think she does. Oh, it looks very cute. Look at the flowers. There's my door knocker that I painted. Ava, are you excited?
Ava!
Ava's... That's anticlimactic. Ava?
Ava, come here.
She's like, what dog has been in my house? Who is it? It's your mum.
Darling.
She's like, sorry mum, just had to check out.
Just had to see what's going on. Ava!
Who has been in here?
All the hell.
They've been reunited. Oh.
Ava doesn't care that much.
Ava is more concerned with the fact she can smell another dog in this house. She's like, who is it? But look, guys, look, I said to Lucy, why does the house look, I know, it's dark. I was like, why does the house look nicer now that I don't live in it? Because look, this in the middle of the room, that really works.
Yeah.
The rug looks lovely. A new thing here, it just is stunning.
Yeah.
It's lovely. You've done a really nice thing with the place. Yeah, is that the only changes?
I actually think
the bar's still there.
Did all those things. She got the rug.
She's the one.
Blanket, she moved the table.
Wow. Well, she's brilliant.
The new housemate, really.
Yeah, I'm the problem. It's me. Look, Ava's gone straight to her royal bed. This is my bedroom. Is it your bedroom? Someone else has been in there. Lucy's made us some lunch. Look, sweet potato and halloumi salad. You're such a good host.
I know.
And we're just
you say ever sat down like this together when we lived together, but now
we would just like lounge on the sofa. But now that we don't live together, it's like, let's do something formal.
Dinner together.
Yes, We've just been catching up about Lucy's wedding, all sorts. Like, we've got a lot of work to catch up on.
A lot of business.
Yeah.
Get an agenda.
Yeah. Ava's just still exploring. There's basically the girl that replaced me and that lives here has a dog, so Ava can smell that dog, and I'm sure she can smell Rodney as well, which is Lucy's partner's dog. So now your stepdog, pretty much. You probably prefer him to Ava. Never.
I never could, honestly.
Ava, let's go for a walk. Yes. She's still not quite sure about Lucy. But
you haven't forgiven me yet, have you?
You haven't forgiven her. Even though me and Ava were once to leave, I said to Lucy, this is how she behaves when I leave her when I go on holiday, and she like gives you a bit of attention but not much. I've raided Lucy's cupboard and I've helped myself to a snack. I've really missed having a lovely open fire. Lucy says she hasn't lit it since I've been away. Look, we've got the logs and everything. That's one thing I really miss. Next house that I buy has to have an open fire. Good girl. We've come to Joe and the Juice for a coffee and chicken. They've given Ava some chicken. Ava, sit. Do you want to give it to her? Go on, sit.
Ava, come. Good girl, sit. Good girl. That's nice.
Oh, good girl.
Good girl.
So cute.
Right, down. Ava, down.
Nearly.
Down. Did you get it? Yeah. Down. Ava, down. Down.
Did a good job?
Good
Oh.
See?
Very stubborn, just like her mother. Oh my gosh! Since the chicken, since you feeding her chicken, since you bathing her, she's now just gone over to Lucy.
She cares.
Now she cares. Ava, and she's cleaning her vagina. Ava, have you missed your mum? Have you been angry at her because you think that it's her fault? I mean, part of it is your fault. Joking. Lucy's been busy planning a wedding. She's going to be a married lady soon.
Married mama.
Yeah.
Not a mum. That's not right.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Or Rodney. That's the trouble, because Rodney, Adam's dog, Lucy's had more bonding time now with Rodney, and I'm like, have you replaced Ava with Rodney? Oh, she's picking up a toy.
I was going to say, is that hers, isn't it?
No. Ava, that is Benji's.
No.
No. I don't know if I said, look how nice this is. I might have said about the rug. We should have got a rug here when I lived here.
I know, I don't know why we didn't.
Yeah, a bit
so many
silly.
things I'm like, why did we not?
Yeah, I think it was mainly her because there's no hallway, she just gets mud paw prints in, and then we're like, will the rug just get really muddy? But actually, we can just pick her up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, like, you can just hoover it.
Yeah, exactly.
Benji sometimes comes back muddy and it's fine.
Silly.
Silly.
Silly, never mind.
Oh, it's nice. It's so dark in here today. It makes it look like a cave.
I like it. It's like very cozy.
I'll never forget people on your channel being like, they live in a cave.
I know, some people really mean. They pay that much to live in a little dark cave. Yeah, we did, thanks.
We love it.
We love it. And it doesn't matter if you don't like it, because it's our house. It's not yours.
It's not yours.
It's not yours. There's still a few things. This has reminded me about things that I still like, are still are mine, which I'm happy for them to be here, but I'm like, oh gosh, even when Lucy moves out of here, there's still a lot of things that I need to take. For example, my favourite thing on earth, Polonius, the penguin lamp. Ignore Ava's food. So this is, I think my parents got me this as a moving in present somewhere, and he's still alive and kicking, and I definitely want him, but for now, he's very happy there, and I like the thought of him being here. But yeah, there's just a few things that I was like, I mean, there's another plant there. I actually have another prayer plant at home. It's good to see he's still alive. Oh, that needs a trim. I think there's a few other things. There's a few things in the loft. My antique chair. I think that I've all fully moved out, but I haven't really. Right, Lucy and I are going to have a takeaway. We were going to go out for dinner.
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
I'm not talking to you. No.
Remember when you texted the neighbours accidentally?
That was so embarrassing. I texted oh, this lighting's terrible. So I texted the neighbours about, no, they texted us on the family group, on the neighbours group, to say like, oh, we're thinking of having everyone over for a drinks just to get to know each other. And I must have seen it on my Apple Watch, because I got a message from Lucy going, why have you said that on the group? And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, neighbours group. I was like, I haven't replied. She was like, you put what's up? And so I must have clicked one of the automatic replies on my watch, and to them saying, do you want to come over for dinner? I went, what's up? And he replied and went, oh, I was just thinking maybe you guys could come, basically reiterating what he said, thinking, is this guy a moron? It was just the most mortifying thing. So sometimes when Lucy texts me, I sometimes reply going, what's up? What's up? What do you think to the car?
Stunning.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
This is nice.
Do you like?
It's lovely.
It's different to the Mini, isn't
Oh, it's
it?
massive.
Yeah, it feels huge.
So nice.
Yeah, I mean,
these
yeah, you can
bits.
change the colour of those. I
ya?
chose purple. But yeah, it's a lot. I was saying to Lucy, it's a lot nicer to drive. You guys have heard this, but
Boring.
we're actually just on our way. We've ordered some pizza, and we're now doing a last-minute run to Sainsbury's to get some snacks. Maybe some cookies.
But we're on a time limit because our
We
pizza's
literally,
coming.
yeah. And I'm sad about losing my space because I'm not going to be able to park.
I can.
That's the grass, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can imagine so.
Bye, guys. Oh my gosh, guys, that hack that my mum just taught me of putting my mirrors down, I managed to parallel park. I mean, the space was like 2 cars long, so it wasn't much of an achievement, but still. Anyway, Lucy's run in to go and get the bits because I don't think you're supposed to park here, but guys, it's so nice being back. And I was sat on the sofa with Lucy ordering pizza. I just like sat on the sofa, looked at the TV, looked around me, and I was like, I've missed this so much. Like, what I've missed is, obviously I've missed being with Lucy, and I'm so glad Lucy's in and I get to spend time with her. But I was like, oh, I miss having an evening in to myself, just me laying on the sofa, watching Netflix with Ava. I miss the winter of like putting a fire on. Like I miss it. I'm not gonna get it back. And as I've said before, I don't mind. I feel like what people are gonna take from me saying this is I'm not happy up north and be like, Joel's not happy living up north with Keegan. Joel should move back. No, I'm so happy to live up north. And I tell you what, if I did move back down south and I moved back into this house, I would then really miss up north and I'd miss Keegan. I'd never do it. I would never want that. It is funny, I do love this house so much, and me and Lucy have some discussing to do as well about what we're gonna do with the house when Lucy moves out. Spoiler alert, we're gonna rent it out. But yeah, I really am just like, I wanna keep this house for as long as I possibly can, for as long as I live, hopefully. And I mean, you know, if that means Lucy wants to sell at some stage, I'm like, I want to have enough money where I can buy Lucy out if that's what she wants. But I mean, hopefully Lucy will keep it as long as I want to, because it is also nice having a little link together and like having this house together. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about. Like, we've been catching up all afternoon. We're gonna watch a film when we get back, but yeah, there's also some business to discuss as co-homeowners. But I think she's back and she's got snacks. Right, I've left Lucy. I hopped on the train, well, I walked to the station, got this 15-minute train to Waterloo, and now I'm gonna walk to my apartment, which is very exciting. So I have quite a lot of stuff with me. I've got a backpack, plus this big yellow one, plus this wheelie suitcase, which is a lot. And I was thinking, why have I got this much for 4 days, like 4 nights? But actually, it's because I've been away since Monday. So all in all, it will be about 9 days worth of stuff. So I've had to move on to my phone, guys, because my memory card is completely full. Bearing in mind, this memory card can take like hours and hours and hours of footage. That's how much footage I've got on my memory card. I'm so behind. I might have to start going to, let me switch hands. I might have to start going to 3 videos a week because I've got so many. So we will see. But yeah, I'm very excited, although my arms are aching with this bag plus my backpack. So I'm gonna just get there, drop my stuff, and then I might go for a little decompress, a little walk along South Bank. Well guys, I have arrived at my apartment and I've settled in. I'm actually just currently buying a fitness class for tomorrow morning. However, it's now 11 PM and the plan was to dump my stuff and go out and have a walk along the South Bank, maybe stop at a supermarket, grab a little drink like a Pepsi Max or something. But I don't think I will, because I mean, I'm booking in for a 10 AM class tomorrow, and I just think I should probably just get to sleep. I am very tired. I'm very thirsty, but I think I'll just have some water. But I'll give you a tour of the apartment in the next video, so stay tuned for that. It's been such a lovely day. I spent 7.5 hours with Lucy and we just chatted the whole time, and it was just like, we had so much to catch up on. It was so lovely. I do miss Ava now. I've left her with Lucy, which I also love. Like, Ava was fast asleep on top of Lucy when I left, and I was like, this is so cute. But it has taken her a while to forgive her. I think Ava is secretly angry at Lucy, thinking it's Lucy's fault that she hasn't seen her for a while. But yeah, this will help them to bond again, I'm sure. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time with another video very soon. Bye.